Fried soda. Is that a thing? Pretty medium hand. No green mana, no extra cycling cards. Could come together pretty easily though. Uh-oh, mirror match? Be mirror match. My hand's really bad in the mirror match. You want like as many cycling cards as you can get in a mirror match. Alright, no point in cycling this right away. Alright, I need to get really lucky. Waker! Good freaking great. Not that bad, I guess. Not that good, though. I mean, there's almost no way. I guess if they don't have Waker. If I'm living in now, it's Grief Riverwinder Street Wraith against Riverwinder, Architect, and Curator. But I do get to grief them again. So we both get a Riverwinder. As I should take Brazen Bower, maybe? Brazen Bower? I can play my own Brazen Bower and start beating down. But also just take a cycling card. Okay, so I want to save my outburst for when they cast Living In, because my graveyard's going to suck compared to theirs, most likely. I'm just going to take Brazen Bar, I guess. Wow, his opponent has Ancestral Recall. His opponent has the Nuts. Logan's hand's really good too. There's a small chance, I guess. His opponent doesn't have turn 1 mana. His opponent has Wall of Roots, Ancestral Recall, some lands. Logan's has turn 2 Signet, potentially turn 3 Urza Signet, or turn 3 Urza. I think you're just meant to hardcast Brazen Bar here. It doesn't get better. Like, the most important thing in game 1 in the mirror is to like cycle a lot and have a reasonable size graveyard. And the other important things are to just draw as many Curator of Mysteries as possible. Once you've done, ideally you want to just cycle a bunch and then start hardcasting Curators of Mysteries, I think. Or somehow get a, you know, a draw where you get to Living Ends before you get a good graveyard. I don't think you want a Living In here if you're them, just because I get to grieve them and then I get to Living In right back. I want to. That's probably a good draw. Maybe just counter the first Living In, right? Why not? Oh, but they might have Force of Negation back up. And they just one-shot me. I guess I'll let it resolve. This way I get to grief first, and then I get to Living End. Yeah. That makes sense. So I don't get tricked by Force of Negation. Logan lost. Rip. That sucks because up a game. Probably pretty frail to be up a game with his deck. I think you can still make top 80 if you 3-0 modern, you can just still make it no matter how bad you do in draft, right? How does structure work already? The overlay cuts. Oh. Oh, am I losing? Oh, I'm on the wrong overlay. How long have I been on the wrong overlay for? I have two Magic Online overlays, but one is like half done. I'm sorry. Apologies. Alright, so they did have the Force. I need to take Force, right? No one's watching this game, so no one noticed. Yeah. Tough, but fair. Oh, nice. I even get to get an extra creature in play. Is that better than saving for my Force? I think so, probably, right? It's kind of gas that I still have my two more living ends in my deck and they only have one. And I have the Grafe advantage. I like that, the Grafe advantage. Where every time we're living in, there's like, ooh, Sunken Ruins. So what's their hand? So they're gonna living in on their turn. And then I'm gonna untap. Yeah, they're gonna have to living in on their turn, and then I'm gonna living in again on my turn. Meaning, why can't I figure it out? Why can't I figure it out? Their hand is Waker, Outburst, Living End, and a land, right? So they're gonna have to cast Living End. I'm gonna get Grief back and a few other things. And then I'm gonna want a Living End. So I just want Street Wraith on top. Then what do I want to draw? Sunken Runes and then oh, I'm gonna Living End. Hey, Spiky Spike. Thanks for the raid, bud. Hope everything's alright. I saw you were 3-1. Are you just done? Free to drop? Or do you got you have something planned? Anyways, appreciate you sending all the good people from the Spike stream my way. I'm kind of in the trenches right now. I'm 2-2 in the mirror match. I think I'm in a good spot this game though. I think my opponent may be misplayed. 3-2 drop had some stuff to do. Alright. Well, welcome everyone. I don't have stuff to do. Well, Waker they can just discard. And one Waker might be able to hold off my entire board. I guess I have to... Oh. Can I even living in right back when they have Waker? How does that work? I can take a Waker and then I can grief them? That's right. Alright, I'm actually not sure. I guess I'm just gonna take living in here. I thought I was gonna be in good shape. I guess my board is so pathetic that just one Waker... They mill anything good was their Waker. It feels like I'm in trouble. Oh, Logan's somehow gonna win? Is opponent just flooded? Where did my top card Street Race go? Oh, they fixed Architect of Will? Did you know that? They actually fixed it. Whoa, I didn't even know. I just assumed it was still bugged. So I was using it on... Oh my god. That's so funny. Alright, can I afford to attack here? With anything? Definitely don't want to attack with Riverwinder. Can I say go? No, probably not. File for compensation for unexpected bug fixing, yeah. What if my attack was grief? They can... Hey, Shadow Smash Shadow, welcome back. Thank you so much for the 46 months. If attack was grief, they can double block with architect, and then I kill an architect, and they kill my grief. So I have a grief that comes back. That's probably favorable for me. All right, hopefully I'm not missing anything here. But I think this is worth it. I don't think if you're... Are you allowed to split 2 and 1 damage? You might be allowed to do that. Yeah, you might be right. I think they're just going to take it, probably. Oh, that's a weird block. I mean, it's not getting better, right? I have to do it now and hope for the best. We know they have Waker, so we need them to not hit something too nasty. But they have this Cry first, so... Oh, they hit another Waker? Okay. I still have to cast it. Okay. Alright, I think I can live a turn. So if I draw a Cascade card, I can still win. Or can I not live a turn? Oh, it's gonna be quick. I'm gonna block the 2 biggest ones. I'm just dead on board, right? I thought I was gonna win this game. They got so lucky. Alright, so the strat in the mirror match. Endurance Fairy, obviously. I think you just board out the living ends, right? I forget what I did last time, but I remember really liking the way I sideboarded last time. Wait, did I even keep in living ends last time? I don't think I did, right? I think I literally... Is that what I did? I mean, what's their counterplay? I don't feel like I went quite this extreme, but maybe I did. Does anyone remember? Maybe I kept like 1 and 1. I like the idea of keeping at least 1 living end. For Smart Command, I guess, is like kind of whatever. I want all these cards. I guess you don't even really need the forces anymore, right? Maybe the forces are just bad, right? What are even forcing? I don't think I think what I did was I'm guessing maybe I just didn't have force in my deck just because you assume. This kind of looks good to me. Could do like 2 force-free Shardless. But once again, I'm not really sure what I'm forcing. I'm gonna do that, I think. Sounds fun. Good. Do I even want to play first? I don't think so. Oh, we're really going deep, chat. Play second. Leyline. I don't think any list plays Leyline, but you never know, obviously. So I missed the end. Did Logan win? I cycle Street Wraith? Maybe, honestly. Yeah, I think I should. Wow, Logan once. Nice. And he beat the player who had Time Walk. Do I care about griefing? I already have one in my yard. I have to worry about endurance. It's not grief. I've maybe waited turn or two. Acting creator in response to a little weird. Does have all lands. I'm not gonna cycle, I think. I guess I do need to cycle because I do need somewhat of a graveyard. Not get owned by their living end. Alright, that was a good draw. Is Charlotte's Agent here? They have Force of Negation. Got living in. I feel like I need to Charlotte's first. I only have one living in my deck too. Alright, I'm just gonna say go. Because I only have one living in. I want to save it for maybe a spot where it's actually like really good. Living in mirrors are awkward. They're actually not that awkward. I kind of like them. I think I've got it figured out for the most part. I think I'm like 2 or 3 a lifetime in the match. Insta Jinx. Alright, do I want to race or do I want to trade? I guess I'll do that in case they drew a curator. This way they can't just play a creature this turn. But now I think I want to play it. Maybe I'll just trade though. Maybe I won't attack. The one thing I could do is just use my Fairy Macabre, play Charlotte's Agent, make them use their force, and I have a 2/2. I have an extra 2/2, just literally. But I think this is bad. I think I can maybe, if I draw a black card, I can just go Grief, get your force, use Fairy, Living End, and win like that. Alright, so let's see what their unknown card is. If it's any good. Hopefully it's not a second force. Or else my play is going to feel bad. I just do? Their card was a Fairy Macabre? Oh my god. Pretty good. Do I still have a so I get 3 Griefs and a Fairy and a Charless, and they get... I need to get rid of Endurance and Curator. And they get a Grief, a Brazen Bar, and a Fairy. That seems good, right? I don't think I should wait. It's only getting worse. 100% Endurance and Curator, right? Alright, this is it, chat. This is my one living end. So many grief triggers. I might end up losing because I took that free damage, that free extra damage. Alright, if they don't top deck Curator or something like that, in pretty good shape. I guess you could just top deck a living end effect. If he goes Cyclers into living end, I just lose. I feel like I drew pretty well, and I should have been a little bit more ahead than I was. That's a really good draw. I guess I'll cycle right away. Wow, I was so lucky. That's what they needed. Kind of weird that the attack was Brazen Bar and force a trade. Because they're not forcing a trade on them. Alright, I have free cards in the yard. I guess I should just cycle right away. Let them know. Yes. This is like my insurance in case they top deck a living end effect. Mono white splashing Oka. Who's playing that? They might have the same strat since they didn't draw a single living in or outburst. It might be on the same plan. Maybe I want Prismari command. Games kind of go long. You flood. A removal might be good. I'm just not gonna do force of negation. Good hands. Me better was Fairy Macabre, obviously. I mean, I'll take basically as many endurance. I guess I don't have green mana, I don't have fairy. I have a lot of Lokes though. Easy endurance forest. Just like we drew it. Does anyone have fun Halloween plans? I don't. Unless you count streaming and hanging out with chat. Oh yeah. I wonder if I have something to make a costume, like anything. Can't be that hard. Also very lazy. Alright, I guess getting a grief going is kind of good, right, in this matchup. Also just knowing what they have. Oh, I have Sunken Runes. I can actually hardcast grief. I guess I'll just say go. Let's friends do Halloween? Yeah. You don't have the kids going door to door as much as in the States, I think. But people usually have Halloween parties and stuff, and people costume parties and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty popular. I mean, with COVID, obviously, probably not as much as they used to, but alright, I want my second green source. It's actually huge to draw the one Sunken Runes, I think, in this matchup. So that's why I didn't cycle Street Ray Theater right away. Oh, well, there's nothing I can do about it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, but go. I play mine now? I probably have to, right? Such goose. Corrupted mine. Sorry, sorry your resub message got butchered by the evil robot lady. But appreciate it. Thanks for the 9 months. Not ideal to have to do it right away, but I was all scared to wait. It'd be funny if they drew their one Sunken Rune too. I jinxed it. Yeah, that's actually huge. If they get first blood was greed. If they had like greed my greed here, yeah, it would have been kind of bad. Alright, so we know they don't have thingy. They might have subtlety though. I don't really want to run into subtlety head first, or should I start casting grave? I think maybe I should cast my grave. Yeah. I think that's fine just because my endurance breaks their board anyways. Not the end of the world. And I think I want to top it. They're thinking about chump attacking just to get a creature in their yard. Decide against it. Alright, again. Yeah, I agree. I enjoyed the living in mirror match. I don't know. I mean, it's not the greatest ever, but is that a good attack by them? Seems like a pretty bad attack. Alright, let's see if this resolves. I guess it could have drawn Brazen Bar. Attacking with Endurance was just bad here. Like, really bad. Good payoff, obviously. It's not all downside, but I was just playing off. I guess I can just bounce Endurance to save me some damage. It's not like I care about the trigger anymore. Let's see if they drew a Waker or something. If they drew a Waker, these Brazen Bars are going to be clutch. I wonder how many living end they kept in their deck. Whew. Like attack was both, and then bounce one. Or do I want to play the waiting game? I guess I can attack was Grief and Creator. Yeah, I like that attack. He just let my Creator die? I want to let my Creator die. I don't let my Creator die. Now I want to play Street Wraith. Seems kind of good against their board. And both games they flooded hard. Try to do a Grief. Try to do a Fairy. They're flooding and they're getting unlucky when they draw spells. They're just the worst spells. Not over though. Good draw. Hopefully that's not too... Alright, of course. What happens if I attack with everyone? Can go double block one. Alright, I'll just do that. I think this is good. Looks like we have the same sideboard plan. Oh, it's possible anyways, because they drew... We saw 0 Cascade cards in 2 games. Alright, so they need to draw a Living End effect. Like a Shardless Agent. Alright, so they did not have the same strat as I do. Fortunately. I just window, right? No. Or do I? What are at 5? I thought they were at 3. I can Subtlety. Can bounce Fairy. Play Brazen Bar. Or I can Subtlety. Untap. Hmm. Maybe I can trick them into attacking me. At it, but I'm trying to figure out if they should attack me or not. But they're going for it. That's enough to keep me alive, right? They might have outburst though. Or they might have another living end. But I have to block. I guess I can like block subtlety with subtlety. I don't think they have another living end. I'm just gonna have another living NOL. And F per smart command. Zap. Very okay. 5. Alright, nice. I have Lucky Agent over Fairy in case that living end. A little worse, less worse for me if they get back. Oh, that was the last match too. There was a time where you would just mulligan pretty much any hand was a living end in it, but that was before Grief. Hopefully they're not playing Burn. No covered island. Is that one of these Omnav decks? Would they ever lead with snow covered island? I guess feels unlikely. What am I up against? I don't know if discarding my only blue card was smart, but I guess I have double Street Wraith. Probably a pretty big favorite to draw a blue card. And before I don't draw a blue card in the nasty. Well, we're Grief short of the nuts. Wait, what? Again? 2 basics though, how weird. What am I up against? Gotta be the mirror match, right? Architect of Will? Budget living in, maybe. Can't remember the last time I got paired against a budget deck. Might have double Waker in the yard. Or outpacing me. A lot of Wakers. That's really bad for me. Let's have force at least. Alright, I've got some catching up to do, chat. Alright. I'm in pretty bad shape. I'm in pretty bad shape. I have 3 Wakers in the yard to my 1. As long as you have 1 Waker, that's at least something, I guess. Hey, the Jolly Flying Man. Did you catch my stream this week where I was building decks for that format? I might play too. I guess I should trade, right? It's not getting much better. No? It looked like Abzan was the best by a lot. It had all the good cards. I built a Pox deck that looked like decent. There's maybe a red-green Berserk deck. It'll look like... What else did it look like you could build? Really not that much, honestly. Arc Ritual? No, you have Sylvan Library, him, Siege Rhino, Absent Charm. Right, I drew like all the worst cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seem favorable. I guess I should play Charlotte's Agent without casting Living In, actually, right? Just try and keep up somewhat of a clock. I mean, you could check out the VOD too. You're probably faster to just do it yourself. The pool's not that big. But if you want to go for the VOD on X2 and I kind of sorted stuff, and it'll be it'll help you out. I can't remember what else looked kind of decent. Goblins, nah. There's like a few of the good cards, but not enough. And there's a bunch of good sweepers that are legal. I forget what exactly, but there's some like reason that Goblins was really rough. No, it wasn't Dune Blast. Well, let me see. I don't remember why, but there's something that made the tribal decks. Oh, it was Contagion. Like Contagion is legal. Yeah, it's mostly Contagion. And like kind of rough. Also, Damnation is legal. I think there was something else. I think it was just the idea of playing against 4x Contagion, because I don't think the Goblins and the Elf decks have any of the card advantage engines. You have like Gem Palm Incinerator and about it. Their High Tide combo, I don't think so. Yeah, there's also literally Tividar's Crusade if people want to do that stuff, but even without that. Now I remember that one actually. I don't know. I should have mentioned it, I guess, but yeah. Even the Goblin deck just doesn't look good. Someone I played with had a Jeskai build. Jeskai kind of like cheap creatures, Force of Will, that kind of style of deck. Actually, Calciderm looked like it could be good in some matchups. It's pretty hard. Tax into Siege Rhino. What's going in the Moss right now? Nathan Stoyer against Sam of the two teammates. Another one. I guess I should take. My hand's really bad. I need to take Mentor. Monastery Mentor is legal. No. Which Mentor? I've only have one Living End left in my deck. Also only have one blue card. What did I leave them with? Living End? I kind of need my blue card. I thought Lady Scholar. Oh, okay. I won out, I think, to not die. Yeah, even if you're just lurking, appreciate it. You need the high viewer numbers. Should I even... That's my last brain more. I was gonna say, should I even block? I think I have to block. Jeskai Ascendancy. Maybe not combo, but maybe just in a value. That might be a good deck, honestly. Just Jeskai value with Jeskai Ascendancy. Maybe there's a couple sweet cantrips. Alright, should I cast the Outburst just for the LOLs? See what happens. I wish I could give them a swamp. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Just dead if I don't do it anyways. They drew a force. I just got to check that Architect of Will is not bugged anymore. Can't believe we were bad mouthing them. I played the first few rounds assuming it was still bugged, and then my opponent targeted me and it worked properly, and I was like, huh. We got one more flyer, but they have 2 more Wake Up waves. So my flyers are not looking very impressive right now. How many living ends should I keep in? The living ends were kind of good for my opponent last round, but my opponent also ended up losing both sideboard games. Because their drew worse or sideboard strat was worse. Kind of a nice comfort to have 2 living ends in your deck. Gotta be one of the best matchups for the Sunken Rune. Force is doubly bad because it just stays in your hand until they grief it too. Don't want to go as far as Foundation Breaker. Just kills Charles. Alright, I like that. Yeah, I think that's the strat for the mirror match. Optimal strat. I've been choosing to let them play first. Ooh, I'm gonna mulligan this on my 1 living end. Do I even need red mana? I think so. Their leading was grief. Assuming they're gonna take the fairy. Who's going out for Halloween? Any costumes? Any cool costumes this year? Also interesting in the logistics of Halloween parties for people who are going to like decently big house parties, or even people go out to bars yet these days. I'm going to be a plague doctor. Your kids are Harry Potter, all of them? Just a bunch of Harrys, bunch of wizards. Yeah, Wizard Harry. You're going out twice for Halloween? A Han Dynasty Flower Girl. I don't exactly know what that is. And then a Slutty Lamp. Okay. Nice. They're stuck on lands. How do I take advantage of that? I guess just hard casting my creatures. It's kind of unreal to not have lands and not have cycling cards. Which one am I supposed to play first? Just subtlety, right? And my grave's gonna be so bad, right? It's just gonna... They're just gonna have like 10 cascade cards anyways. It's gonna be like kind of pointless. I guess it's one more creature in my yard for when they're living in actually. That's good, so I'm dumb. Did I ever show you chat of the makeup one of my friends' did for me for my bachelor's party? Can't remember if I ever shared that or not. I'm not sure I want to anyways. On that top, just this way I have Waker into Grief, probably. I'm warning you, once you've seen it, it cannot be unseen. Liz has been scarred for life. I'm warning you. So I'll let me see. I'll give you a chance to like tab out for a minute before I show the pictures. Do I have the pictures? I think I must have the pictures. Let's just say she did a bit too good of a job. It was... Oh. Wait, where are the pictures? Did I just totally like... That is a cool picture. Has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but it was they asked us to do like a cool pose. I'm wearing my flips up and stuff. PT Hollywood. Pretty good one. That's a cool picture. I forgot that picture existed. All right. That's a picture of my friends and me, like we're like a movie cast or something, a sitcom cast. Pretty small though, but I don't know why that's from like one of my friends' wedding. I think it was like our first friend who got married. I don't know, for some reason I can't find the pictures. I mean, I know. Does Facebook just delete your pictures after a while? Does anyone know? Is there a limit to how far it goes back, or? That's kind of tilting. I mean, it doesn't appear like they have living in, right? I guess I didn't have to do that, right? Because they can... That's so bad. I can literally just bounce it if their plan is to block. Wow, that was atrocious. It was just absolutely atrocious. Alright, so I'm gonna get griefed, so... Should I bounce something? Or should I cast my Brazen Bar? I wish I could bounce my own cards, but... Right, I won. I wonder why. Can't they just draw another living in? Maybe not. I guess maybe playing Brazen Bar is good because this way they like double living in. Yeah, chat, I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Maybe let me check my Google account, the cloud. Need to find these pictures. Maybe it's for the best though, you know what? And it only goes to May 2014. Dash Force Party was over 10 years ago. Alright, can I make it up for you by it was a cute picture of me as a kid? I think that's my grandma. I was already like I already had the move. Yeah, I basically look the same. Stupid grin. Yeah, I mean, I guess you got God chat. I'm sorry. I don't think it's really weird. Let me make sure. Photos of you, your photos. Oh, there we go. For some reason they were not loading. All right, chat. If people don't want to be scarred for life, this is the time to like look away for 30 seconds. Not bad, right? Yeah, she did a really good job. I got a lot of weird looks during that day. All right. They're mulliganing. They chose to play first, disrespecting me. Do I want to keep a hand that has my only living end in it? I can grief, which is good. I can fill up a graveyard, which is good. Man, not having the option to even living in is a little rough. Alright, you know what? I need to cast living in last game. Redeem Pixar didn't happen? Let me find some other good pictures. I've already shown that one, but that was like one of my Halloween costumes when we were in the States. It's me as Bruce Lee with the nunchucks. And Liz spent like half an hour straightening my hair so it'd have like kind of not my curly hair. I don't know if I have other Halloween stuff though. I got a picture of me at the World Series of Poker shilling for full tilt, just full tilt on the hat, full tilt on the chest. That's when I made it really deep. Like I think the year I made it like to 71st or something. All right, I should focus on this game for just a second at least. Oh, I already forgot to grief. I guess it's not that bad. Do you even need red? I have one for Smart Command, but I guess I'd rather get double green right away. Oh, yeah. That picks sick too. A fan. Alright. There goes my one living in chat. Post it in the Discord. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea, Lena, but that's up to you. Maybe you should post it in the like sub only. At least you got a little filtering. No, I don't know. Up to you, I guess. Whatever. Okay, 2 endurance, grief, brazen bar. I mean, endurance really good. Just an endurance, right? Did I have another endurance? I don't want to cycle like a madman. Maybe I'll just play a tapped. Oh, the lampshade will hide your head completely? Okay, yeah. Smart. The suspend dream is dead was a living in, yeah. Let me see if I have another cool picture or two. I have me as a burglar. That hat has a cool story, actually. I think it was. I mean, I know it was Lan's hat, Lan D Ho. For those of you who know, the Magic player from Texas. Lan, I guess he was wearing that hat, and I was really a fan of it. For some reason, I must have mentioned a few times that I thought that hat looked really good on him, and he just gave it to me. Gab Nassif, yeah, exactly. I wasn't burgling anything. Oh, I got my own. This is me trying to do the split on the dance floor. Apparently, it didn't go very well. That was at a party in Amsterdam, I think. Well, I know it was in Amsterdam. I look like I'm in pain. No, I don't think I was really in pain, but Gabna split. Am I supposed to just counter that? Why not? Seems good, no? Why did I not counter it? Alright, I literally don't know what's going on this game. I have the feeling it's going kind of okay for me. Not sure what to do with this endurance though. I don't really want to run it into subtlety. Do we know that they have subtlety in hand? No, we don't. Had that grief. The other stream when? I don't know. Probably not anytime soon. I haven't been playing at all. I mean, even if they have subtlety, it doesn't matter. I just draw it again and cast it again. Dispute would be annoying. That's me. That's me showing off my Chandra Planeswalker. I don't know how I did that. How the camera did that. Just fire coming out of my fingers. No big deal. No, it's not photoshopped. With some lighting or something. Might as well do it right. Getting some value out of it at least. He's a witch! Burn him! He floats! Alright, I think I should just play my Charlotte's Agent, right? Any idea how Logan's doing after his first round win? Oh, he's in the future again? We know if this is 2-0 players? Yeah, I didn't have dinner yet. What are people having for dinner? Or lunch, I guess. Alright, nice. Strat paid off. Who needs living in a mirror match? Happiest of sandwich. Speaking of food. Pretty great hand. Lurus. What's Lurus these days? Hammer Time? Is the most likely Lurus deck? Should counter Sigarda's Aid, right? Probably not, though. And I should cycle right away. Okay, side grief. Oh, I found the land, nice. Alright, is there a reason for me to outburst right away? Whenever Necromancer enters the battlefield under control, you may draw a card. And wait for that. Also, if I want to force on their turn, yeah. I guess I should wait. I guess they get an extra mana. Maybe that was bad, actually. Alright, hopefully that's the right play. Would have been better last turn, but I'll take it. Or is this Saga as their last card in hand? No, you're kidding, right? Oh, Logan's winning the game? Oh, he found What happened to Liliana? I thought you were baiting. Nah, he's not trolling. Oh no, did he jinx it? Oh, he has... And he has... Okay, what happened to Liliana? How is Liliana not just game winning? Alright, I want all the anti-artifact stuff. Kind of forget what I'm supposed to board out in this matchup. Solity's not that bad either. The 2/2's annoying. Maybe Solity's better than Grief. Oh, he brought in Scrappy Scrounger? I don't know if I need all these force of negations. A spotter. Oh. Like, Logan might still lose, right, to the Archon. I have Living Ends. I don't know, is this hand good enough? Kind of mediocre. I have no idea if I should keep or not. Maybe I should have just gotten rid of Grief. I mean, he might be able to beat an Archon, right? Oh no, it was literally just lethal. Oh, that sucks. Am I open to Grief? That's kind of nice. Now I don't have to, like, figure out what to do, really. That's so rare for cube games to be so, like, close like that. So many close back and forth game. Doesn't happen very often. Maybe it's because, like, the players are pretty even in skill. More likely to happen, I guess. In random queue. You know what they say, happy sandwich, happy life. The key, meaning of life. Yeah, I might try a bit harder for stuff like mocks and, you know, whatever, all the stuff that's going on. Can I do anything about it? Not really, right? I have Force of Vigors in my deck. I can find a Force of Vigor. Maybe if I ended up losing because my subtlety is not a Force of Negation. Alright, time to get a little lucky. Man. Thing with all these cards that are not Force of Negation. Kind of sucks. My hand was good. I just needed to... I mean, had I known, I would have just subtletied that stupid Memnite. I'm gonna stick to my guns. These subtlety's not as scary when I'm on the play. Maybe I should do like more cycling cards. I also bottom Brazen Borrower. And then they thought he's my grief, and I mean, I guess if I had bottom grief, they would have taken my Brazen Borrower. I'm all against 5. I don't have the greatest hand. No turn 1 cycling is never good, but the rest is... I mean, it's a little awkward of a hand, but at least it's decent against what, a mulligan, and one of their cards is Shadow Spear. There's almost no way they kept Shadow Spear, right? As one of their 5 cards. Bob. I should just wake her and living in, probably, right? Just don't mess around. Plus now we know that Architect still works. I don't want to target myself actually with the fetch land and stuff. I put like a good card on top and then the rest on the bottom. I feel like if I chew here, great things for anything to go wrong. And balance and response. I mean, technically they could have had lethal, right? They could have gone hammer, hammer, any artifact. Tell me. Bobby. Bobby's gonna cut it. Alright, maybe I'll misstep in game 2, or unclear if I boarded poorly or got unlucky. So 133 players, remind me that 8 rounds are 7 rounds. 8 rounds. Okay, we got one more round. Oh, that was really fast though. Oh, Mario. A reg of the stream. Whoa, 4 outbursts. Gotta be a mulligan, right? Alright, I mean, that hand's not great, but... Mario says hello, Twitch chatters. Bubble was no Lurus. Oh, it's blue-red. Yeah, he likes the blue-red deck a lot. Is he still playing blue-red? Oh no, he targeted himself and chose to keep. Rip. Ripperino. I have a good hand though. Force is... I need to find an outburst basically. And I can back up. I have Boar or 2, which my hand's really good for a mulligan 6 in this matchup. Bagsy boy. think I'm just gonna bounce the Ragsy boy. Do you have Spell Pierce in the main deck? Or he just has a Murktide, I guess. Let's see what I draw. I kind of want to do it anyways, even if he has a Murktide. Not too bad. Like, kind of bad. If I don't do it now, kind of means I have to find exactly Outburst. Well, I guess I can say go. And take one hit. He does that. He had Spell Pierce the whole time. Alright, it's going to be Outburst or Busts. Game 1's your good game too. Sideboard game kind of depends. That was one of my losses, but that was the matchup I punted. And Esper Reanimator was a matchup that just was tough, and I didn't draw very well. Wow. How many Spell Pierce does he play? It's not like I need a bigger... I don't think he ever plays more than one Spell Pierce. He's at 15. I don't know what to do, chat. Yeah, you basically never see more than one, but not like cycling, that does too much for me. I mean, if he drew free counter spells, that's just life. Like, if he drew half his counter spells, you know, and a turn 1 Ragavan and everything. I guess he saw already a third of his deck. Stupid. I have turn 1 Ragavan? Yeah, whatever. Let me salt away in peace. Lots of mulligans today. Step 7, he might have Chalice in hand and waiting for counterspell back up to play it. Oh, I should do that now because I think griefing might be better than keeping up for force. Or I could go F myself and not have either. Okay. 2 lands, cool. Well, this took a turn for the worst. I'll email the creature. Never a bad thing. Subtlety, Titan, Tron, Anyone who has endurance, so elementals. Not this matchup. I don't even know, is like one Waker good enough? One Waker, but they get a Ragavan? Doesn't seem that great. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I guess my hand's pretty good. I'm not under any pressure. Plus there's so many. Just waiting for more cycling cards or a black card. Basically any non-land cards is good for me at this point. Do I need to fight over that? Maybe. Pretty good spot for living in, honestly. Alright, let's not do what I did in last time. Just give you a way to win the game. Just win the game. He's like a second Flusterstorm, but he already milled one. It's pretty unlikely. I guess you gotta have Force of Negation. At least I got a dispute. Still okay. Low on cards. It was really good that I countered that charm. Never mind, he has it all. I don't think I can really bait. Gotta hope that he stumbled a bit and doesn't have another counter spell. Alright, nice. He did not in fact have it all. I'm gonna take the hits. I'm almost hoping. Like if he... It would be really good for me if he hits like Raider. Oh my god. That's so good. Called it. Don't mind if I do. It's so tilting when you're in his spot and stuff like that happens. You're like, man, if I'd just not hit anything good, I would have been better off. Prob has to get the Brazen out of my hand at some point. It's kind of scary. I don't think I want to take the hit because now he's getting to 7 mana. He can literally cast like a Wake Wave or Strike. I don't know. I don't want to take hits. Alright, end turn. Oh my god, -3 KKW. But that's terrible. That's not the end of the world. Probably won't end up mattering. Do another lantern. I guess if you drew another lantern, you would play it first. Looks like he was maybe considering attacking and trading for my... Maybe you should do it, because if ever I start drawing cycling cards with Curator in play, I'm going to find my good cards really fast. Yeah, I should have attacked first. I said it is a big deal. He would be at 7 and I would just have lethal next turn. With a bolt. No. Alright, he found himself a block here, but all I have to do is not attack and he has to attack into my curator. Let's see if that resolves. Alright, just let him chump attack. One Murktide. One Murktide and it's all over. Not all over, but not great. What a funny draw. Yeah, -3 might actually matter. We double scry. Don't want to force. Taking it. Was it -3? I just forgot to play bar end of his turn at some point. I missed an attack. Alright, so we didn't see Chalice, we saw the lanterns. I wonder if Grief is somehow bad in this match. I don't think so. I think Grief's pretty important. Just free Griefs. Grief is really... I think this is good, honestly. Beverage box emoji. Congrats on making data of the MIQ. Can we ask what deck? Are your trade secrets? Pretty good hand. It's nice to have Force for a Lantern or Chalice if they have Chalice. Turn one thing is scary though. It puts the pressure on me. I even wanna find a Grief right away. So I mean, Ragman on the play's rough though. Like you could guess an aberration here and have. Oh, it's really scary. Depends how well he draws, I guess. How good the rest of his hand is. Not too bad. Why am I stopping on my main face? Because of Grief? Alright. Probably GG if he has a Force Spike here, Flusterstorm. Oh, looking not great, because now I had to use my Force. I don't have a land yet. Mono White Company, nice. Sounds like you played the White Green Company. Did he misclick that? Put Flusterstorm in the Exile Zone. What are the odds it was a misclick? And there's nothing better than Flusterstorm right now, right? Is there literally a card that's better than Flusterstorm? 8 bolts? Maybe just kept 2 bolts. We still top 8? Nah. Plus I think I'm just gonna lose this match anyways. Let's go for it now, right? Reason not to. Endurance first? No. Why? I mean, I know he has a counter. If you don't, I win anyways. I'm gonna say go. If he has a counter spell, I'm dead. I'm dead anyways. Alright, GG's. Some good draws. I think I'm probably favored in the matchup. Because I don't think he has like... Didn't look like he had like Chalice or anything in his deck. He just has like a couple artifact. He has Chalice and the Relic and the Lantern, and I think he's probably a favorite. It don't look like it was the case. Is Murktide the best deck in Modern? It's a good deck. Solid choice. For sure. Alright, chat, I'm being ignored by my friends, so I guess I'm gonna call it.